Did it take you a long time to readjust to the idea of reforming Dio?
I think it was the only course to travel. It really was. It made certainly more sense because people knew who I was anyway, and to start a band called the the Night Shirts or something was it would always have to say the Night Shirts featuring Ronnie James Dio. So why not just get rid of the Night Shirts and do what we did before and call it Dio? I think that the only difficult part of the decision was, well, no, this will be a third Dio band, not a second, not a first, a third. And I never wanted to be in a position to keep chopping and changing. I really dislike that. I think it's confusing to people, and I think it's confusing to the music because you don't have any real strong thread of things going through it. As we had Holy Diver, Last in Line, and Sacred Heart with all the same lineup, then that made for a lot of stability. Then things started to change. The Dream Evil thing happened, and that lasted one album, and then there was another one after that. So actually would have been talking number 4. This would be number 4. Luckily, I've been able to keep Vinny for most of it, so there was some fusion there anyway. But I never thought about doing it anything other than doing it with Dio. The problem was to find the right players. Players who wanted to do what I wanted to do, which was to be more contemporary, to be the Dio of the 90s and not something that people expected from Dio, not to be magical and mystical and full of dragons and whatnot, because that was another time in my life, and it was a time in the world's life. At that time, it was okay to talk about dreams because dreams could come true. Unfortunately, today, it's really, really difficult for a dream to come true. So I thought I'd talk about things that are a lot more close to the earth, and that is how angry I am about what's going on around us. And I think it needed to be said, and I'm lucky that I've been a spokesman for people a lot, people who did dream and felt perhaps downtrodden, and I told them that there is hope at the end of the rainbow, etc., etc.